Fair enough. So, let's see, is there anyone else that I can invite? Ethan. Right, Ethan. Kimmy. Simon. Right, everybody's heading out onto the track. Ready to. The Imolow attendance Grand Prix is crazy. So, with this lower attendance, can Rootstones finally capitalize and take his first victory? He's been eyeing that win since his debut, pretty much. Showed promise ever since. You know, I did a 14.5 on the 26 cars. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm personally a tier 1 driver, so. Is there white on the chrome car? I don't even know, bro. At this point. Yes. Just don't get warnings. You can abuse track limits, but you can not get warnings. Yeah, hi Buffalo, welcome to the stream. Ethanol is yet to join the lobby. So we're just gonna wait for Ethanol to join the lobby. As I say, Ethan inviting me. There we go. Ethan's joining. This tier 2 race is going to be great. Well, it doesn't make it that it doesn't count. It makes it rather. We check race director, and also, if you do get caught, you either have to improve on that lap in order for it to be valid again, or you get a unservable 10 seconds in the race, or you disqualify yourself from qualifying. Well, I expect a higher attendance for tier 1 anyways, Bonfo, because because obviously it's the 26 cars. So everyone wants to do the first race of the 26 cars, so Yarn and Harry can't make it because they're banned. Bonfo, you can still race tonight. Mally Spider comes across the line, 15.9, first lap of the day. That is actually a pretty good lap. The double out lap is actually optimal as well, I think. To be fair, I don't know the fuel on the 25 cars anymore. So here comes Rootless Toast towards the line. 16.7. I'm gonna assume that was a second out lap. That's pretty shit. Okay, that's a pretty decent lap for a banker. 15.3 for Ace. He has been one of the quickest guys in qualifying all season. He's looking to get his first win in tier 2. Ethan is also, in fact, in the room with us now. Are there any other people? Please, Speed, I need this. Okay, so Frosty is banned. And then the other 2 people that we had racing last week, just they were tier 1 drivers, and then there was another few that just aren't racing today. Great camera work as Lawrence goes third with his 16.2. Pretty decent lap once again. Ethan and Serial opt to stay in the pit lane. I don't know why Serial hasn't gone out yet, or why he's not in the VC. Quite frankly, there's no one with him in the call. Or is there? Oh yeah, no, there is. Dustin is in the call with him. So. Going across the line. I'm going to assume that was an outlap from James. Could have been his actual lap on his NPL debut. And he's going to be guaranteed points as well this race, guaranteed top 7 pretty much, unless somebody else decides to show up. This is the lowest attendance we've had in an NPL race in a long while. It's crazy. And maybe tier 2 last season, at the start of it. Pretty good line from the Aston Martin. Through the corner names that I keep forgetting. Akram and Rally is this one. Rides the curb nicely. Get some telemetry in there. He is using hot lap on his lap. He can burn a lot more battery if he wants to. I do personally recommend using medium on your lap and burning a lot more. Nice final corner though from James. His debut, what's his first lap going to be? It's second place, 15.8. Great lap from him. Ethan comes out onto the track now, so he's on his out lap. And what I'm going to assume is going to be his only out lap. Serial also finally onto the track as Lawrence is back in the pit lane. Brutus is on an out lap. I'm going to assume that James is heading back towards the pit lane. Yeah, 11 minutes. Let's see, we go. There's... Use medium. Trust me. Medium. Medium and then a lot of, like, deploy. It's the most optimal. So Ethan onto his lap. I've not taken a look at the second times. 23.8 per sector. Makes a bit of a mistake in toaster. There we go. Heading in towards this corner. Bonfa, what's that corner's name? This one's not from Minerali. I know that. Good exit from Ethan. That's to burn a little bit. Fair enough. Down to 30. Cuts it nicely. Bit slidey in the corner exit. See Ethan going towards the line soon. Brakes right before the 15-meter board into like, I don't know, Ravazza 1 or Ravazza 2 or something. Coming towards the line. It's going to be a 15.3 and goes quickest. By quite literally nothing. Let's have the gap to the leader actually. 11,000 separates the top 2. Now Ace is on his second lap now and he's a 10th and a half up in the second sector. He's going to get the provisional pole here at this rate. A bit of grass on the inside, cuts it nicely. Out of the final corner, a bit slidey, a bit wobbly on the exit, burns all the battery to the line. That's going to be a 15.0. Beats Ethan by 2.5 tenths. Siri also on the lap. Is this the final 2 corners? Let's see what he does. Coming to the line, 14.3 from Serial. What the fuck? Serial just shat on everyone with that one. 7 tenths quicker than Ace. Did he get a warning or something? Hold on a minute. He didn't. So, Serial, provisional pole by a landslide over the cars ahead. Mally Spider's up at the 3rd now as well, ahead of Ethan. His time also being pretty close to Ace, but still 7 tenths off of Serial. He's currently in 1st. Serial's teammate Dustin is in 7th though. 2.3 seconds off, probably not where he wants to be. He's probably on a lap now. Both Aston Martins are on an out lap. Ethan's in the pit lane. Burns the battery. Heading in towards Variante Alta. Let's see, he's on pretty low battery heading through here. Serial's probably telling him what to do with battery. It's looking like a pretty good lap from Dustin here, the Red Bull driver. Been a bit in the shadows of his teammate recently. However, that doesn't mean he's shit, you know. He has winning pace. He just hasn't pulled it off just yet. Coming to the line, it's going to be a 15.4 and goes fifth with that one. 1 second off of the pace. Well, off of the pace. Well, he's only a few thousandths behind Ethan. He's a second off of his teammate though, who is still in first. James now also on another lap, heading through the first sector, the Villeneuve chicane. 10th and a half up, almost 2/10 up in the first sector alone. Looking like a pretty good lap so far. If he continues to improve, it could get him up into 5th place, maybe even 4th. He has to improve by 4 to 5 tenths though on this lap, but it's looking really good so far. Closing in on the middle sector. Middle sector timing point. Yeah, he is 5 tenths up. If he has a good chicane here and a good final 2 corners, he could pull off a great lap. What? Okay. Well, James comes out of the final corner. Where is he gonna go? It looks like a really great lap from him. To the line, he does go 4th. 1,000th of a Mally Spider. That is insane. None of them have gotten a warning. Serial has already left, but none of them have actually gotten a warning. Well, Ace has, but that's for driving too quickly in the pit lane. So, Mally Spider goes 2nd, only 4 tenths off of Ethan. His lap is, yeah, he's done. I was looking at the race director at the time, so no warning for him. Ace is close heading into his lap as well. Lawrence improved by 8 tenths. And Cerritos drops back down to 7th place. Let's see. Is Ethan back onto the track yet? Oh yeah, no, whoever's still gonna go to the pit lane, they can easily make it. My Spider is in hold lap mode. It's pretty concerning. He got a warning though. That's also concerning. Never mind, he's off the track. Okay, I don't know what he's trying to do. He's fully headed towards the pit lane. He does enter the pit lane. So, Ace on a lap, 10th and a half up in the first sector. He has to improve by a lot more to get up into 2nd place. Oh, a bit on the gravel on the corner exit there. It's gonna scrape up a lot of speed for him. Towards Variante Alta. Has he gotten a warning yet? That may have been a warning on the chicane actually. He has not gotten a warning yet. Clean still. For Ace. In towards the final 2 corners. Looking pretty good still. I didn't see his middle sector time thing. Run towards the line. Is he going to improve on his position? He does not. He stays in 3rd. Let's see, there's yellow flags. So, that's pretty much... Oh no, Ace is going to try and get back to the pit lane by corner cutting. Fair enough. They have not gotten warnings, so Serio should shut the fuck up about it. Most people on an outlap now. Ethan on an outlap as well for his final run of the day. He's looking to get up into the front row position, maybe even pole. But Serial's one and only lap so far seems to be pretty fucking good. So, actually about Serial, he's just entered a lap, I think. It's a Red Bull sandwich right now. No, he's given his teammate a slipstream. giving Dustin a slipstream heading in towards turn 1 and 2 to Tombrello. Into the Villeneuve chicane. Let's see how he does in the first sector. Is he going to be improving? Yes, he's 2.5 tenths up, mainly held by that slipstream that he got from his teammate. Serial probably thinking, oh, that's a big slide out of Tosa. Serial thinking this lap is probably good enough, which it actually is. Oh my god, Ruthless has spun it around, and he's in the gravel. That is unfortunate for him. He messed up on his lap. I think he may have clipped the gravel on the outside. Did he impede Mally's spot? No, he didn't. But whoever that Aston Martin is coming up behind him, I'd be careful. It's Lawrence. Okay. Serial's going to be heading onto his lap now. Ethan is also on the lap. Where is he on the track? Tosa. Just under a tenth up. Not going to be good enough to do much. He's going to try his best to get ahead of James here. Where's Ethan? Only won 2 races this season. Serial. What does he do in the first sector? Bit of a cut. He's down on his time and he spins around as well. Unfortunate for him. Ace is in the pit lane. He is done for today. He's not going to make anything happen. Mally Spider, half a tenth up in the first sector. It's looking really good. Great line through Tosa from the hash route. He has no battery! What the fuck are you on 16% in the middle sector? This is why you use medium, my man. What the fuck? I've never seen such bad battery use. It's just gonna cost him pole for sure. Worse than Ethan Long. He is a 10th up, but that's not gonna be enough anyway. I don't believe that was a warning. It was not. Anyways, Ethan. Yeah, you know, Ethan crossed the line. He went up at the 4th though. It's good for him. And out of the final corner, he's not gonna have enough battery to do anything here. Is Mally Spider coming towards the line. It's not going to be full. He improved slightly, but it's still 3 tenths off stereo. He slams into the wall. I think it's only James, Lawrence, and Dustin still on the lap. Dustin actually goes up into 5th place. Up into 5th place. However, James is improving on his lap time. Unfortunately, I have to go eat dinner now, which is very poorly timed. I gotta see this lap though. I gotta see the completion. Oh yeah, he's 2 tenths down, and that is qualifying over. Serial gets pole from Mally Spider and Ace, Ethan, Dustin, and the Aston Martin 6th and 7th. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. I'll be back in mid-race or something. I know James saying he can improve. I doubt it. 2.5 tenths is a lot for 2 corners. Nah, he hasn't done it. He hasn't done enough. We're back in the commentary box. My room temperature has now hit 32 degrees Celsius. Fucking insane. So, okay, I'm being blown as we speak, so. Lawrence pits from the race lead. The only reason he was in the race lead because of strategy. Still in third place on pace. He overtook Dustin. Knowledge Spider now gets 3 seconds after obviously being slimed out by Serial. That was definitely Serial's fault. Should have killed him. Lawrence now does drop back down quite a bit because he pitted later than everyone else. It's only Ace who has made 2 stops. He's behind him. However, Lawrence is on the mediums now, so he could cook up and overtake everybody still. I would not be surprised. He has way superior tires than those old hards. Especially Mally Spider, 11 laps on the hard tires as he gets overtaken by James side by side through the middle sector, squeezes him. James gets by, up into 4th place on his race debut. So Serial, being confident in his pace today, not really showing. Ethan is by far the quickest driver today. Oh, there's a crash between Ace and Mally Spider in the chicane as Mally Spider decides to retire from the session. This is good for Lawrence. He's now on the back of his teammate. I don't know what happened there exactly. The Astons swap position. I don't know what Mally Spider was thinking there, to be honest. So allegedly, Mally Spider went for the gap that was not there. It is kind of unfortunate. Mally Spider did have to pace probably. He was up there at the start of the race, but he genuinely got slimed out by Serial, who will not be getting away with that. He straight up killed 2 people that could have challenged for the race win today. Both for their first race win. Ethan and Serial both won races before. So, Serial, that crash at the start was on you, by the way. That was fully you. Bro, you turned left on the straight into them. Well, he's not gooning or anything. Like, fucking mean, where the hell did Ethan get all of this pace from? It's pretty normal to have shit qualifying and then be goated in the race. Serial, you also have the worst tires. Ethan just has that race pace advantage over you, Serial. Just admit your defeat. Just admit that you're not the quickest driver. Oh, Ethan actually makes a mistake. You are not getting gapped a second lap, but Ethan does have like 3 lap fresher tires than you, so. You can still make a difference. I mean, if the tire wear was so low, you got ahead of him quite confidently during the pit stop cycle. And then, yeah, and you try to get track position and Ethan. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, Serial. Ethan is the one driving. It's a stupid allegation. .8 according to my timer. He's just better in Sector 1. Let's take a look at his warnings. A lot of people on warnings. Not a single one. It's only Ace and Mally Spider. They did not get any warnings in quali, by the way. I looked at it. They didn't get any warnings on the laps, so. Lawrence closing in rapidly. Never mind, he goes into the gravel just as I started looking at him. And he gains all his... He loses all his time that he gained. Still don't think you're gonna fully get away with that one. That was... What? There is a difference between a slight freeze frame and genuinely the whole fucking game crashing. It did. Yeah, it froze and then it crashed. Lawrence is sliding all over the place, but he is catching up rapidly. Let's see if he doesn't do the same this time by. Ethan is not pulling as much of a gap to Serial anymore, but he is saving battery. Yeah. So Ethan 171269, as he's also known on EA. I don't know. I can check if you really want. Why is that not a thing? Oh no, it is. 16-1. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's on the mediums though. I mean, Lawrence did a 16-3. I'm gonna assume also on the mediums. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to be mean towards anyone here. However, Ethan has shown to have generally more pace than Lawrence across the span of a race. Lawrence is not a bad driver. He is on to get a podium right now, actually. I believe it would be his first. Is he still catching? Let's see. He is. Not as quick as he would have wanted, but... that mistake really cost him. I think he can still pull it off, though. He has to just lock in. I won't talk about him so he gets fully locked in towards Ruthless. Ace is the lap down. James has also run a bit of a quiet race. And his debut is still on P5. That is out of 7. Still, he hasn't. It's not. He. I mean, it's a good performance for his first race in NPL. Massive slide from Rootless Toast. His hearts are dying quite rapidly. Ethan using the center strategy when it comes to battery. Pretty tough. Down the main straight. Now it definitely looks like Ethan driving. Uh, there's some clouds coming in. I don't know what the weather's looking like. I do not have an active radar. But I'm gonna assume it's gonna stay dry for these remaining 2 laps for Ethan. Oh shit, Lawrence has... He just caught up a shit ton to Dustin. Dustin is dropping off a cliff on those hards. He just has to, like, not make any mistakes now. And then you gotta count on maybe like a mistake or two still from Dustin in order to fully get behind him, because obviously you can get to the back of him, and it doesn't assure the podium. Especially at a track like Imolow. It's only like 12 meters wide because it's a very old Formula 1 track. So it's definitely one of the tightest ones on the calendar. Seems like Lawrence is gonna be catching him soon though. Why isn't there a striking distance graphic like in real life? Striking distance, 1 lap. So then, Ethan comes around the final corner. I highly doubt that James is going to get the fastest lap here, because he just came out the pit lane and he just got lapped at that one. So that means that he is going to finish the race now. Yeah. So last lap for Ethan, and probably for literally everyone, actually. Not everyone's on the final lap just yet. So then, Ethan, been in contention to win most of the races he's done. Actually, all of the races he's done. He started late. Started only in race 3 in Jeddah. I think it was, no, actually, the race 3 was Abu Dhabi. James is right on the back of him. I recommend James stays. Actually, no, he can get ahead if he wants to, but I wouldn't. Okay, yeah, that. Fair enough. I'm gonna go soft. Ethan in contention to win, only missing out in Silverstone, but he comes towards the line now and wins in Imola. 3 out of 4 races he's done this season, he has won. Cyril, after a massacre on the first lap, comes home in 2nd place, even if he gets a penalty. Rudolph is 23 seconds behind, but the battle for the podium between 2 friends is very heated right now. What is Lawrence going to do? It doesn't look like he can do anything really out of the final corner. It's too little, too late for Lawrence. Dustin out of the final corner, wobbles and gets in that 3rd place. Lawrence so close to his first podium in 4th place. It'll come to him eventually. James on the fastest lap attempt, he's 7/10 up. So this should be an easy fastest lap. I mean, he's on the softs. Ethan did that shit on probably, I don't know actually. Heading in towards the final corner. Ace has also finished the race, by the way. Of course, getting slimed out. Melly Spider is a DNF. Unfortunate loss. Here comes James to the line. He didn't? Shit. I didn't. Sergio, you are quali banned for tomorrow, I've decided. Because you still have to do the quali ban thing. So you're quali banned for tomorrow. No, quali ban. I said quali ban. That's fine.